I'm Wendy Russell. I work at the Rowett Institute of Nutrition and Health at the University of Aberdeen. I'm a chemist. I'm really interested in diet and health and food components. We have a real concern that modern plant breeding has taken away some of the benefits of the foods that we eat, and we believe that wild species really could hold the key to improving the food that we eat to give us healthier and tastier and potentially more sustainable products. Plants contain a whole range of food components. They contain macronutrients, things like protein, carbohydrate and fat, but they also contain micronutrients which we consume in much smaller amounts, that's vitamins and minerals, and we have to eat a lot of those to keep us healthy. In addition to those, plants contain a group of compounds called phytochemicals. Phytochemicals are extremely biologically active. A lot of scientific experiments have shown that they may prevent cardiovascular disease and cancer, and we believe that wild species may contain a lot more of these compounds. Phytochemicals also contribute to taste, and we've shown with studies using strawberries that these are much higher when fruits are ripe and ready to harvest. So as well as being a benefit to health, they can also make a more tastier product. We've shown that white cabbage, which is the industry leader, it's one of the foods that you would find in a lot of ready meals, is much lower in phytochemicals compared to things like kale and red cabbage. And also blueberries, when we've compared commercial blueberries with wild blaeberries that grow out in the Scottish hills, we've shown that wild blaeberries are at least 5 times higher in compounds called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are well documented to be antioxidant, but more recent evidence has shown that they may contribute to the prevention of diabetes. We're working on a really exciting project with the Royal Botanic Gardens in Edinburgh. It's a project called Really Wild Veg. And what we're doing in that project is we're comparing domestic species, so that's heritage varieties and F1 hybrids, with their wild relatives. We're really interested to see how they compare grown at several locations throughout Scotland. So we've been working with community gardens around the country to grow these crops alongside each other to see which contain the most phytochemicals. We've found that the wild varieties tend to be a lot higher in phytochemicals than both the heritage and F1 hybrids. And we're really excited about that because it doesn't matter where the crops are grown, it seems that the genetics in the plant contribute to the production of phytochemicals, and the wild are much higher. We've done a lot of public events to present this work, and one of the interesting things we do at public events is we tend to run taste studies, blinded taste studies, where people taste the heritage varieties alongside the wild varieties. We had a really nice public event recently at the Edinburgh International Science Festival where the chef Neil Forbes cooked up a nice salad dressing to eat with the wild and domestic cabbage. And Andrew Whiteley, the author and from Bread Matters, he cooked up some bread with wild and domestic celery, and the audience tasted, and although it's not a serious scientific experiment, the results were that the audience preferred the wild varieties, which is really quite interesting for us. We're hoping to show that wild and underutilised species are an important genetic resource that should be conserved and utilised in food production, and that will provide important information for growers and producers and also health conscious consumers.